Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sten Andres Erli, and I will be the moderator for today's event. So I'd like to welcome you to 20 years of VASAB 2010. This is the family reunion of VASAB, the organization, a meeting of old friends. And this is what the event is going to be like as well. At any moment, if you'd like to comment, reflect, tell something, you are free to do so. We encourage you to take actively part. Tell your friends, tell your long-lost relatives what you have been doing and what has been going on. Want to remember about the glorious past of your family, the bright future or busy current day. So please actively take part. However, some of our relatives are not here. This is why we're recording the event as well. So, if you comment, please do so with a microphone. There are some people who are going to hand you the microphone, so you can easily get the microphone to comment on anything. During this event, even though we have our best clothes, our suits and ties here, this is very informal. So if you'd like to, you can simply go and get some coffee or go to the toilet and come back. But we hope that some of you are still going to be here as well. But now, without any further ado, I'd like to give floor to Mr. Leif Kalev, the Secretary General of Estonian Chairman of VASAB.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear veterans and friends of VASAB. It is my pleasure to meet you here in Tallinn and greet you on behalf of Estonian Ministry of the Interior and also on behalf of our minister who will join us later tonight. As many of you recall, it was also here in Tallinn almost precisely 20 years ago when the first large-scale VASAB declaration was adopted. We had the strategic document, vision and strategies around the Baltic Sea in 2010. So today we have moved quite a lot from these premises, but some constants have remained, of which one is our good and lasting cooperation. As in the past, we do not only need to think about how to best arrange spatial planning, we also have to keep in mind we have to inform people and ensure large publicity understands why it is necessary and useful. As in the past, our cooperation includes important projects. For example, Rail Baltic was discussed already decades ago in the format of VASAB. But we also have new challenges, or maybe it would be better to call these opportunities. We have the development of information society that largely expands our capacity in spatial planning. For example, here in Estonia, we have, of course, the digital basic map of Estonian land board, but we have new and new additional data layers based on these basic maps. And these could include not only traditional issues of socio-economic development, but also issues such as police and rescue activities, some kind of defense-related issues, and so on. and of course possibilities to interlink all this. So I think the future will give us new ideas and new opportunities. But first and foremost, today's event is a family reunion and possibility to remember what has been done. I hope you have had already the chance to meet some familiar faces and renew some of the contacts of old time. And I hope you will also have new contacts and new ideas. I wish you a very nice day and a pleasant stay in Tallinn.
Thank you, Mr. Leif Kalev, for the opening. And now I'd like to give floor to Mr. Talis, Linkaits, who surely does not need any kind of introduction here. So please.
So, hello, my dear friends. I'm very glad that you all managed to come here today to this family reunion event. First of all, I would like to mention those who also wish to be here, but due to different reasons couldn't come. First of all, the former minister Gorel Surdin, who is sending you best wishes, and there's also written a letter to you in your handouts from our minister. Sirka Pietikainen, Sirka Hautojärvi, Karel Johan Engström, Ulf Sobak, Ulle Damsgaard, all these people wanted to come, but really due to different circumstances could not. Best regards from Peter Melby. He has another obligations today in Rome due to Italian presidency of EU. And of course, best regards from Jussi Rautsi. He is opening his photo exhibition these days in Helsinki. So otherwise, he would like to be here. So first of all, about the idea of this event. We really thought about those people who have very much contributed to the VASAB cooperation in the past, and those who participated in the memorable Tallinn Ministerial Conference so many years ago. So therefore we invited you here to look at memorable events, to look at best achievements of VASAB. Because sometimes during our work we forget about what already has been done. We have been quite tough discussions about the future, about what is the role of VASAB, what we have to do. But sometimes it's worth to look back and see what has been achieved by VASAB. And it's quite a lot. And during digital times, true history sometimes evaporate very quickly, and therefore we felt like historians to collect your memories, to look at old newspapers, to look at the files and pictures, and all these files and pictures are presented here in exhibition. We have also prepared a small leaflet about VASAB 20 more than 20 years. And we also prepared reproduction of the first Tallinn Vision 2010, the main parts of the Tallinn Vision. So in order to memorize for ourselves those very important strategic ideas which are still being implemented and still are very relevant. So enjoy this event, enjoy exhibition, enjoy being together with all your friends and as it was told, like being relatives of one big VASAB family. And now I would like to, like kind of introduction, I would like to show you one short movie, 2 minutes, which was said by Jacek when he presented his book about maritime spatial planning. These were very nice words. Please listen it and then continue discussion.
This book is extremely simple. So the only aim which I had was to save for the history some names, okay? Some names like Bernhard Heinrich or those who started it. And then, of course, I started to add some others like Andrea Lage and some who influenced all this. But believe me, this was the only aim. And why, I can tell you, because we have something in common with Andrea because we're scoutmasters. And I remember one day in my life, it was September 30, 1980. With our scout troop, I came to Gdańsk. And then I realized that the whole city is empty and the whole city is on strike. This was the first day when we started our revolution in Poland. And you know, immediate thinking, what we should do, because it's in scouting, it's normal. We should now try to educate young people to new tasks. And we did it. We did it. It lasted 10 years, okay? So now my scouts, they are mayors of the cities. One is minister, another is ambassador of Poland, and one of my scouts is even the minister in the current Lithuanian government. Okay, so can you imagine? And now, 25 years passed, and the journalist coming to us and asking how you did it. And we don't remember. And that's a problem. So perhaps MSP is not such a big revolution like changing Polish future, but I thought that it would be nice to save it. And that was the only reason. Thank you. I was also inspired by Heitzer. He said about 10 billion of hungry people in 100 years. So can you imagine of this 10 billion of 100 people who must be fed by sea, okay? It's impressive. After 100 years, they will start to dig up who started MSP and why we did it wrongly. So at least they can read it. Okay, thank you.
And we are here today to find out who started spatial planning in the Baltic Sea region and whether we did it wrongly or we have to commend these people. So that's the main purpose of today's meeting.